Our contestant is Diane Lillig. The long and short of it, the story of Hillary Clinton's hair. The long and short of it, the story of Hillary Clinton's hair. Diane Lillig.
Is there anyone here who's never heard of Hillary Clinton? Well, just in case your spaceship arrived this morning and it's your first visit to our planet, she's currently our Secretary of State. Now, she arrived at this position through a steady rise in influence, beginning in middle school, where she was already recognized as a Hermione Granger-like student, a relentless perfectionist. When Hilary Rodham entered Wellesley, the exclusive Eastern Women's College, for that time it was women only, she wore a Clairol girl flip. It was the last months of the Madman era, and Hilary became president of the Young Republicans Club. But by the late 60s, the flip was gone, replaced by the long, straight, natural look loved by hippie men and women. It was the era of free your hair and your mind will follow. Hillary had transformed into a Democrat. This was the intellectual Hillary, and she and her glasses were admitted in 1969 to Yale Law, one of only 27 women in a class of 235. And Hillary retained this look throughout the 1970s, only adding a few curls on the occasion of her marriage to Bill Clinton in Arkansas. I think if Hillary could have foreseen just how hair curling that marriage was to be, she might have skipped that visit to the salon. But Arkansas wasn't like Wellesley, and it wasn't like Yale. The taste of the local voters was very conservative. After his first term as governor, Bill lost his bid for re-election. He was a basket case. And Hillary's steely determination to get her husband back into office overrode her default brainy girl settings. She decided to take on some protective coloration. The long hair was replaced with a rather church lady perm and clothing to match. And over the course of the 1980s, she transformed into a young mom, corporate lawyer, and wife. It worked! By the time Hillary returned to Washington, D.C. as First Lady, she had acquired a slack Arkansas accent and a couple of stylistic wisps of hay in her hair. She wore a girlish black headband for her interview about Jennifer Flowers. Her forehead was crowned with 80s-style cockatoo bands for her presentation of the healthcare reform package. And on the occasion of the White House Jazz Festival, she strolled the grounds hand in hand with Bill, working a short, bouncy Marilyn Monroe-like cut. Bill Clinton's administration was embroiled in controversy from day one. The constant barrage of accusations took their toll, but the strain showed up mostly in Hillary's hair. At the height of the Whitewater investigations, she was photographed in a Dracula-like black full-length cloak, her hair styled into a virtual crash helmet, 5 inches higher than the top of her head, a subpoena deflecting heat shield, weaponized with hairspray. But despite what could have been the final humiliation of the Monica Lewinsky impeachment trial, Hilary seemed to survive everything. She can be seen in 1999 as a blonde-coiffed, black pantsuited, curl-necklaced picture of Washington, D.C. sophistication, all hint of hayseed banished, looking none the worse for wear. As New York Senator Hilary, she achieved a period of hairstyle stability with a businesslike bob and slight mullet. Only a little teasing was added at the back during debates to add precious height. And she took this responsible look over into presidential candidate Hilary. Now, Hilary's bid for the election was not ultimately successful, but she took away the substantial consolation prize of her cabinet appointment. And as Secretary of State, she seems to be relaxing back at her old wealthy self. The glasses are worn in public occasionally. The hair's growing out. It's gray this time. And to the horror of her would-be style advisors, she sometimes wears it tied back in a ponytail with a scrunchie. What does the future hold for Hilary and her hair? I can't imagine her, for example, as a Buddhist nun with a shaved head. She's too much of an activist. But if you look deep into the crystal ball that is YouTube, you can see her laughing and dancing. So I can't imagine her as a Zumba instructor, flapping her pigtails. At last, Hilary has achieved her freedom. Free from the need to please. Free from the need to tease. Free from the tyranny of the voter. She can be herself again. Intelligent, influential, and an expert untangler of hairy global problems. Thank you.